Hey everybody.
Hey.
All right, today we're going to show you the running watches that we use and give you a review of them.
And what are they called?
TomTom running watch. Boom.
TomTom running watch.
And we use them as a couple and when we exercise individually, and they got a whole bunch of features.
They do. Most of them good.
Most of them good. All right. Follow us.
Hi people.
Hey.
Hope you had a good Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas 2018 in the books.
In the books.
Yes. So we're going to be going up to this place called Peters Canyon to test out our TomTom watch, and so that you can see exactly what we actually talk about. What are some of the features?
Yeah, so the basic thing that I use it for is training for an event, like training for a half marathon. Because every year we do
the Team World Vision event. We usually do the Orange County event.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we do the Orange County half marathon. Training starts, like pre-training starts January 1-ish, 6 weeks or so, and then
6
really,
weeks of pre-training, and then it kicks off
like
with a 5K.
Yeah, and then it's like a 12-week training plan. So like between January and June, January, May, we're doing half marathon training. So we use the TomTom for that. All right, we're here at Peters Canyon, and we're gonna start off our run, showing you how we set up the run on the watch. It's really easy. One of the things you gotta remember is the navigation button is pretty simple, and it's just kind of up, down, right, left, and you just push on the edges of the button to make it turn from screen to screen. All right, so here's the trail. Darlene's gonna start her watch. I'm gonna film that. So
I'm gonna push right, and then it's on the little running figure.
yeah.
And then push it again. It says please wait, and so you have to wait for a signal.
So it's like the GPS connects. So I'm gonna go over to the right. Mine's on stopwatch, that's what I used last, so I'm gonna put it up on run, and then I'm gonna go across and it says wait.
So now mine says get going. And so now, hold this. What I'll do when I'm ready to go is I just push the button once, so to the right.
You can also see on mine it says laps at the bottom, and that means it's set 1 mile is a lap, and so every mile I get a beat. You can also see at the top of the Darlene screen there's a battery icon. Yeah. So I'm just waiting for my watch to find the GPS. This is actually one of the frustrations, is sometimes you're like, I don't know why it took a minute.
Yeah.
Yesterday it took 10 seconds.
Yes, that is frustrating.
So that's a frustration. So there's a little calendar icon at the top. So if you push up, you can see a list of your runs. If you go over, you can get the details from those runs. So I'm gonna go back. It says get going. I'm gonna push get going. Ready to start?
Yep.
All right, here we go.
We're not running though.
Let's just run down to the corner. Yep. All right, so you can see the pace. I just stopped running. It's at 8:15, going down to 9:47. So that's the pace screen. Whew. So that's one of the features that's nice to have. But the large display, it's really easy to read while you're running and your wrist is moving and you're bouncing. So it's really easy to see the display, and at night.
You do this. If you do this and it's dark,
Yeah.
and you lift your hand up, a light will display.
Yeah. Turns on the LCD light for, I don't know, 3 seconds, 5 seconds, something like that. And then it goes back off to conserve the battery. This is Peters Canyon. It burnt up last October. So you can see all the gnarled, twisted, charred trees.
It's recovering though, look at all that green. The beauty of nature. Always ready to recover.
That's a good attitude. So it shows the time, the distance, the pace, average pace, and how many laps you've done. And then at the time, at the bottom is your current lap time.
It is a beautiful day.
It is.
Day after Christmas, Southern California.
SoCal.
This is how we roll.
This is how we do it.
Yeah, we're a little spoiled.
Yeah, right in December it's probably 70 out. If that.
Feel it.
Now, way far away in the distance, you can see right about there is the hill we're going towards. Now you can see the hill looming right there.
That's it.
That's it.
Definitely looms.
My plan is to use the stopwatch or the second counter because we've been up here twice before on Christmas break. And
we start Christmas break this time, yeah.
yeah, and so I've timed myself on this hill twice, so I kind of am curious as to how I'm doing today compared to my other 2 times. But over there you can see the trail goes up the hill. That's the way we're going to go back. And if you go over here, we're going up that hill right there. So we just look. We're gonna start timing right up here where it twists. The trail kind of straightens out, and we're gonna run up the hill.
I'm not gonna run up a hill.
Well, I'm gonna time myself up the hill. Are you gonna time yourself?
As best as I can.
Put it on your time-elapse screen. So we've been walking 15 minutes, 24 seconds, and right here at the base of the hill, I'm gonna time my run up this hill. We'll see how we do.
All right, I'll see you at the top.
See you at the top. You gonna run?
I can't. My body's like no.
My body's like no. Okay. Reached the bench, 17:58. Use it basically for the half marathon training, but it does there's a stopwatch feature, which I use like anytime, like making coffee or if I'm timing something else. What do I time? Like holding a plank. Like sometimes I'll turn on the stopwatch and do a plank exercise.
Yes, yes.
Sounds like I exercise all the time.
Yeah, well, you couldn't remember what you used it for, so that might be. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Like, I actually had my TomTom in a drawer for a little bit because I became a little frustrated.
It was on punishment.
Yes, because it wasn't calibrating with my run. Like, I could tell my time was not, and I would have my phone, my Nike watch, or not Nike, but Nike app on my phone, and I compared it to what the TomTom was doing, and there seemed to be a discrepancy, even though my husband didn't trust my judgment. He's like, oh, maybe you're just running slower naturally. So anyway,
well, I don't know if like 2 apps, I don't think they track equally. They're always going to be different.
And this is what I'm talking about, people.
This is what me not believing her.
Yeah, I have allotted for that I'll give it what?
10% off.
Okay, but this is like more than that. Yeah. So,
I believe you.
Do you?
But it's okay. So there's an alarm. This is something I use that Darling doesn't. I also use it. It counts your steps. So during the day, like I have a goal on the watch, and it will be like 10,000 steps, which is about 5 miles walking.
That's why I don't know, for me, like consistently, that's the most useful it is. Is that the way you say that? It's most useful to me with the counting step feature. You're able to, track your run, or you could track your walk, or you could track your cycling, or whatever activity that you are doing at the time. It accounts for most of those, even the treadmill.
That's good. Yeah, intervals. I forgot about that. We use it for intervals. And you know what? The other thing is, it's waterproof. So I swim sometimes. We have a pool in our community, so I can wear it and track how far I swim. I don't do that much, but I wear it in the shower. Like, it's really waterproof.
It is really waterproof because I wear it too. I'm not worried about it. Like, you plug it in. If you charge it, like what? I guess a couple of hours, but I think a real good charge is like maybe 4 hours. I don't know.
Yeah.
It'll last for at least a couple of days.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like mine will last a week.
Oh wow. I don't know.
But that's a week of not using it during runs.
Yeah.
Like just wearing it as a wristwatch, it'll last like a good 4 or 5 days.
But if you start using it for your exercise activity, then you have almost half maybe, depending on how much activity you do.